What is up, my measly crew who is actually caught up on the story? And what is up to Shoji? That's right, Shoji has joined the crew. But I just read the new chapter that leaked early on TCB, chapter 1152. So, if you're just part of the Virgin podcast, you're not caught up, you don't know what 1152 is, spoilers in this. Stop watching. Okay. I know it's been a long time since I did a new chapter review, but something I read in this just got me so excited about a theory that I feel like a question that Elbaph introduced has now been answered, probably. So I wanted to talk about it to you real quick. There was that quote from Louis Arnault that says, "Do not linger for long in Elbaph," and I've been wondering why, and now we have some more information. Colin, the giant child, is 20 years old, so technically older than Luffy, which is why I was okay with Luffy fighting back aggressively, because this is literally somebody older and bigger than you starting a fight, so yeah, fight back, even though he looks like a kid. But realistically, Colin is about 6.5 to 7 years old, so it's like a time multiplier of 3. 20 years for a giant is more or less like 6 2/3 years, or whatever the math is. And then we have Shamrock and Gunko show up in Elbaph, and they travel all the way to Loki, and then they talk to Loki, and then they beat the shit out of Loki, and then all of a sudden they get a call, "Hey, Shamrock, you have to come back. The Holy Land is on fire, everything's crazy, we're gonna send some other guys. You come back." And I was thinking, what the fuck? The situation got super bad that quickly? It seems like he's only been here a few hours. Well, what if there's some time dilation? What if these few hours that Shamrock has been here was 3 times longer everywhere else in the One Piece world? And I think this new chapter might have confirmed that, because we have this flashback hot tub scene with Shanks and Gabon, and I'm just going to read it. Gabon says, "It's been quite a while since we've shared a bath. How's it been? Maybe 3, maybe 4 years. 3, maybe 4. 3, maybe 4. Shanks says, "Get real. It's been 10 years since the captain died." Now, if it's a time dilation of 3, 10 divided by 3 is about 3 or 4. Do you understand? Gabon has aged 10 years. But has only himself, 10 years have passed, he's aged 10 years, but he's only experienced and lived through 3 and a third. Which is kind of tragic if you think about it. He's sacrificing 2/3 of his time on this earth to spend it with his wife and child, to watch him grow up. So if this theory is true, then man, it is a sad fatherly sacrifice, but that's to be expected. We just watched him get stabbed by Gunko to death, as far as he knew. So what are the implications of this? Let's say, hypothetically, the Straw Hats spend 10 days on Elbaph. That's a whole month in the real world, and all kinds of crazy events could happen while we're isolated on Elbaph. And I think when we cut to that, either at like the halfway point of Elbaph or maybe at the end of Elbaph, we're going to see that a month's worth of events have happened, and they're not going to be good updates. It's going to be horrible, bad shit for the Straw Hats to have to deal with. And that's why Louis Arnault said, "Do not linger long." I think that's the warning. And maybe he was more specific, but Oda just didn't want to show us the full passage. Okay, if you want to see more spoilery reviews, maybe I'll keep doing them, if you like this. Peace, people. One Piece people.